Good evening. We'll get it. All right. Good evening, and congratulations to the U-32 class of 2023. All right. I'm Stephen Dellinger-Pate, U-32's principal, and I want to welcome parents, caregivers, grandparents, siblings, family, friends, and everyone else who is joining or viewing our ceremony. At this time, I ask that you stand if able, remove your hat for the singing of the national anthem by Theo Shores, Julia Fortin, and Ella Dowse. I invite them up.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? The land of the free, and the home of the brave.
It's okay, okay, now we can sit down.
All right. Thank you. So this will be my 9th graduation here at U-32, a record that I intend to pad for the next several years. And as I reflect on this group of seniors, I realize there was a larger than usual number of youngest siblings who were graduating. For a lot of graduates, I've known your older siblings and families since I started here, and I will miss seeing you and your families as much in the years to come. This also means that there will be quite a few of you parents that will be empty nesters soon. Congratulations. Enjoy the quiet, because there's actually a chance that some of them might return and live with you again. Take it from my own experience. It can happen. So here's the thing. I'm going to miss you, graduates. We've been through quite a bit together over the years, and I'm encouraged by your overall kindness and the leadership that you've shown. There are countless people to thank for their work to get you, our graduates, to this point in life. And I want to particularly thank the wonderful staff at U-32 who have worked with this graduating class to help them reach this milestone. So thank you to this group. And graduates, I want you to also remember this community in front of you, the people here tonight and that you have come into contact with each and every day. This community has done what is necessary to keep us safe and healthy, and I want to encourage each of our graduates to give back to that community that has supported you throughout your education. We want you to take the lessons learned in your time at U-32 and continue to build communities that are kind, supportive, and inclusive. People will not remember what you say. I don't even kid myself to think that you'll remember one word of this speech in 3 minutes. But people will remember how you treated them. Treat people well and good things will happen. There are no doubts in my mind that the graduating class of 2023 is ready to fulfill the vision of U-32. You do have the passion, creativity, and power to contribute to both this community and the global community as well. As I stand at this podium now, I have a difficult time knowing what the future holds for you. What I can see is that there are opportunities. Take hold of each of those opportunities, make them your own, and strive for excellence. Remember what you have learned during the last several years, both in and out of the classroom. U-32 and the greater Central Vermont community has prepared you well for the next challenge. The entire faculty and staff of U-32 is proud of you, and we wish you the best as you embark on your next challenge. So once again, congratulations to the graduating class of 2023. At this time, I would like to introduce Megan Roy, the superintendent of the Washington Central Unified Union School District, our superintendent.
Thank you, Stephen, and hello, class of 2023, and everyone who's here to support you. My name's Megan Roy, I'm the superintendent, and this is my first U-32 graduation, so I'm very excited to be here. Unlike many of you, I've only had the opportunity to get to know a few of you, and only at the end of your journey. I'm a little envious of the people who know you better. I was thinking about what I could say this evening to kind of capture the moment and kick off an evening of celebration and speakers. And I thought about how to describe this class. The word that immediately came to my mind is resilient. And I think you might hear things like this evening, but you're the class that began as freshmen and ended your freshman year at home, away from friends, away from family, away from teachers, and all your activities, and anything else that you'd consider normal. Over the next 2 years, you were part of the plane that education built in the air about how to teach during a pandemic. And it meant that the picture you might have had in your mind about high school probably didn't match what you were experiencing. In fact, this past year might be the closest year to normal yet, whatever that is. But here you are. You didn't just make it through, you thrived. You are state champion athletes. You are winners of national academic competitions. You're tradespeople, artists, performers, activists, and so much more. It's true, there's a lot in our world right now that's not going well, and things in your world that are hard. But tonight, I think we'll be focusing on how you all will handle these things with as much grace as you handled the last 4 years of high school. Earlier this year, Senator Sanders visited U-32, and he had a conversation that many of you had the chance to participate in. In typical Bernie fashion, he was pretty fiery about your responsibility to the rest of the world and the need for you to use your voices and take a stand. I think his words were, "Right now, your country needs your help." But I remember having a very different thought when I was listening to you in that auditorium. I remember thinking, you know what, we're all gonna be okay. And I was listening to you share your stories about what's going on in your world and what you and your families were going through, but also what you thought needed to happen to fix that. And I thought, yep, we're in pretty good hands as you all make it through. Tonight, you have lots of other speakers to listen to, and I'm excited to sit back and listen to the rest of this celebration. Before I turn it back over to Stephen, I just want to sincerely wish you all the best of luck. We're so proud of you.
All right, thank you, Megan. At this time, I would like to introduce our student speaker, someone who's near and dear to my heart, actually served on our school board as a student rep this year, Maya Elliott.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Make sure you speak right into the mic.
Got it.
All right, hi everyone. I know it's pretty stuffy in here, so I'm gonna keep this short. All right. My name is Maya, and I'm here today as a part of the senior class of 2023. Initially, I never even pondered of whether I wanted to speak for my class or not, because I believed I couldn't. I believed I wasn't a good representation of everyone. I mean, I think I entered the senior lounge maybe 10 times this year. But then, after having many of my classmates encourage me to speak, I realized that any one of us is a representation of the graduating class, because we're all a part of it. There is no right or perfect way to be a senior. All of you sitting here belong to this group. However, at least from my perspective, I do believe there's a perfect word to sum up our grade: tired. It's easy to see that all of us are tired of school, jobs, chores, injustices, inconveniences, but through it all, I also see 124 people who got up every day and worked through this epidemic of tiredness and made it here to this moment, to our graduation. I'm so incredibly proud of all of us. We've all grown up so much over our years at U-32, finding new hobbies, friends, and purposes, from the gap year takers to the future engineers, to the workforcers, to the change makers, to the undecided, to the liberal artsy ones, to the tech schoolers, to the sports players, to the musicians, to the ones who are a combination of many of the above, and the ones who may have no idea what to do next. Each and every one of us brings something unique and incredible to our world and helped make our mark during our time at U32. We've known each other for so much of our life, some of us since we entered this school, others since we were 6 years old, and we've been growing up along each other this whole time. But now, we're no longer going to pass each other in the halls, no longer going to laugh together over stupid jokes, no longer going to bond over the shared dread of a class presentation, no longer going to cheer for each other in sports games and performances. But it's going to be okay, because we're going on to a new era of our lives. It hit me a few weeks ago that I won't see many of you again for a while, maybe forever, and that idea terrified me. And although I'll miss this class, I know the reason I won't see many of you again is because you're going off to all sorts of different places to have amazing experiences and accomplish things that you never had the opportunity to do while here. And I can't wait to see what you all do next. Now, if there's one thing that I can leave you with, something everyone here can improve upon, it is this: we all need to learn how to tell people how much they mean to us on a regular basis. I, as well as many others, find that sometimes I take people for granted. I've taken you guys for granted, as well as many of the teachers and staff here, and people out in the audience. So to all of you, I want to end by saying thank you. Thank you for cracking those dumb jokes that made my day, even if you didn't realize it. Thank you for lending help when there was just too much to do. Thank you for being patient throughout everyone's growing up process. Thank you for fighting the pandemic with grace and strength and helping others through it as well. Thank you for doing your best in every moment, and finally, thank you for simply being here today. There's a lot of value in that, trust me. So I want to challenge all of you here, even the audience, after this is done, to simply tell one person today something you appreciate about them. Even just a simple thank you can go a long way. I wish nothing but the best for all of you after this moment, because we've all worked so hard to get here today, and you all deserve every happy thing that comes your way in the future. You do, even if you may not believe it. Now, remember to appreciate those around you and show compassion, no matter if it's to a friend, acquaintance, or even just a stranger. The bonds between people make up the foundation of everything. Connection and simple kindnesses are stronger than money and prestige, which is something worth keeping in mind as you continue on whatever path you decide to wander after this moment. Remember that a place is only as good as the people in it. It's been an honor to have been able to spend high school at U32 with all of you. And I speak to you now, I guess not as a classmate anymore, but as a friend. Congratulations to all of us, the class of 2023.
All right, at this time, I would like to invite Caroline Flynn up to announce our guest speaker for the evening. Speak right into the mic, okay?
Hi, I'm Caroline Flynn. I'm here to introduce this year's speaker. Him starting during the 2020 school year in the pods didn't stop him from getting involved in sports. Being the varsity tennis coach and even the football coach made him known worldwide. You may know him as the enthusiastic, sarcastic, and LeBron James loving U.S. history teacher. Introducing number 75, a center from Clinton Park, New York. He never misses a beat. He's lightning on his feet. Kevin Patrick Richards.
Good evening. Thank you, Caroline, for that great introduction. It's truly an honor to be chosen by the graduation committee. Unfortunately, President Biden, Beyonce, Bear Grylls, Governor Scott, they were all unavailable. Luckily, though, for the class of 2023, their first choice blocked this date out in September, and so here I am. That was a joke. The class of 2023 and I have history. By a stroke of luck, I had the unique experience of teaching many of you 3 years in a row. Our extra time together has allowed me the honor of watching you grow up, learning important, meaningful, and sometimes difficult lessons, academic and not, along the way. The funny thing about teaching is that it's rarely a one-way street. The way each person in this class approaches your life, its challenges and joys, affords me new and unique perspectives that impact my own life. So today, I want to share some moments that originated with you, lessons that speak to your poise, humor, and tenacity, traits that will serve you well in your next adventures. And as you consider your life beyond this graduation and all the wonderful things you will go on to do and to learn, know that your life already holds so much meaning, has had such an impact, and frankly, is beautiful. And because I am a simple man, here are 32 reflections, memories, and lessons we've all learned from you, or U-32. You get it? All right, good. All right. Lesson number 1, read the room. The audible sigh and the visible eye rolls I saw just now could possibly suggest that 32 lessons feels like 31 too many. Number 2, I also learned that Drew's speech last year was pretty long, so since my speech today is much shorter than that, I think I can actually reach all 32 items. And lesson number 3, fight for compassion. First of all, happy Pride Month, everyone. Woo! Yeah, thank you. As the pride flag was raised just a few days ago, a lesson I will always carry with me is the power of compassion. You and your classmates walked out, sat in, and rallied in support of students from all over the country, in our own backyard, and around the world. This class worked to have the Black Lives Matter flag, along with the Progress Pride flag, flown high at the front of the school, reminding the entire community that our school is a place where education can be accessed by all. You challenge the adults to be more compassionate and to strive to make a more inclusive world. While the work continues at U-32, you are entering a society that needs the same commitment that you've shown our small community in Central Vermont this month, this year, and always. Lesson number 4, be open. You taught me that a simple, sometimes silly question to start a group meeting can lead to greater understanding of the world around us. The right questions are much more important than the right answers. When you start with good, thoughtful, original questions, you signal to people that you are open and interested in their reply. It's a spark of critical thought and open dialogue, 2 elements essential to finding solutions to life's most complex concerns. But if you're someone who needs an answer, LeBron James is more fun to hang out with than Bear Grylls, and the spicy Italian with the works is the best sandwich from Gills and Rutland. Which leads me to lesson number 5. If you ask the question, be ready for the answer. I've learned through these circle questions to start class that not many people wash their feet in the shower, and that peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches are a thing. Hazen, you owe me a peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich. And lastly, about circle questions in food, lesson number 6, the cube rule of food confirms that a hot dog is a taco. Yeah. Number 7, now I'm a dad, so I laugh at my own jokes clearly more than anyone else. But you've taught me that I'm a dork, and you've known it all along. And in relation to vocabulary, lit, gas, and slaps are all words that mean good. Lesson number 11, social media. I didn't know that a Bitmoji is like a QR code before meeting you. You all taught me what a BeReal is. It's an app where you take pictures of other people, but also of yourself at the same time. It's also only available at one point during the day, and then you send it, I think. Maybe you post it. But just when I found out what a BeReal is, I also found out that it's fading in popularity, as is apparently all social media, except Snapchat, maybe. I actually have no idea about social media. Sorry, parents. Number 14, if it's not on a slideshow, it doesn't exist. Number 15, the acronym TA has 3 different meanings. And I learned that if your name is a version of Steve, it is 100% certain you're a good teacher. That's 16, we're halfway there. Lesson 17, the atrium is a special place. The atrium was closed when I first arrived at U-32. It wasn't really until the spring of last year that the space opened up, and we were able to take advantage of it. Meetings took place at the tables, games were played, the senior lounge was poorly taken care of. Having spaces that are fun, engaging, public, and beautiful are important to creativity and community. Find a space like the atrium wherever you're going. A place like the atrium will enhance your efforts for lesson number 18. Collaborate. The class of 2023 has taught me that collaboration is key to success. You work together, learn together, and played together. If you've been to Positive Pi recently, or Panera when it was open, we've seen you literally working together, supporting each other's goals and learning new skills. And in the coming years, some of you are traveling, and some of you are working for yourselves. There are many people you work with to make those opportunities a reality. You study together, in callbacks, in the atrium, in class, and sometimes on the weekend, and experience extreme academic achievement. Some of your classmates are going to the best colleges and universities in the world, like Stanford, Princeton, the Olin College of Engineering, look it up, and of course, the University at Albany. Go Danes! Woo! Outside the classroom, I think I speak for many of you when I say the 2023 Division II Hockey Championship game was one of the best high school sporting events I've ever been to. We're all still excited about the girls lacrosse team and their state championship too. Let's hear it for that. Yeah. And the track and field team continued their dominance this spring. Yeah. Stage 32 put on an amazing spring musical in Pippin. Yeah, let's go. In collaborating in the community, at school and in co-curriculars, you modeled how colleagues should work together. U-32 values cohesion and working towards a common goal, and you all embody that ethos. Lesson number 19 brings me back to Pod Room 113 in your sophomore year, and the class Democratic Roots. I'll talk about pod life later, but if the students can think back to that time in their assigned rooms, I think you'll recall this too. Cal was building some Lego creation. Caroline was honing her skills naming countries in their capitals. And Peter was talking about the Celtics game from the night before. But I can remember clearly what we were all doing on January 6th. On this particular day, we had Library of Local Justice displayed on the screen. As part of the lesson, we were reading stories written by you all about moral dilemmas facing our communities. When a monumental moment in U.S. history unfolded before us, news broke that the U.S. Capitol building was breached. And from that moment, we all learned that democracy is messy, frustrating, rewarding, and necessary. In real time, I watched you witness and process the importance of the Constitution. And then I watched you take action to solidify your own voice in democratic systems within the school. You all decided that more student voice was needed, and a new iteration of the Student Council formed. Groups like BLAM and SSJ, with classes like Changemakers and a few pilot students, sought to use student voice to improve our school community. You discussed, researched, and implemented effective change, leaving a legacy that entrenches democratic principles into the school. Number 20, the class of 2023 taught us all that sass, Drew's words, not mine, can be given, but it also must be taken. It's like Bear Grylls. You can take a night in a 5-star hotel as long as you're willing to drink water from elephant dung. Lesson number 21 came from a mix of people, but the class of 23 taught me how to score a tennis game. In number 22, we all learned that Ellen's clogging is the best way to celebrate one's birthday. Number 23, you reminded us that teenagers don't always make the best decisions, but that's okay as long as your intentions are good and lessons are learned. Along those lines, number 24, you all need to sleep. Put your phones down, read a book, and rest. You'll have more energy to do the things you want. Number 25, appreciate where you come from. I learned that keeping your family close to work is important. Those that I have taught, 80% of you, know a great deal about my family, and my family knows a great deal about you. No matter where you find yourself going, remember that whatever it may look like, having family close will support your efforts to do the things you love. Number 26 and 27 are very personal, but in sharing about my family, you've taught me that my dog is not as bad as I think he is. And despite its proven dependability and sleek look, my Honda Ridgeline is not a truck, unless you put truck in air quotes. Lesson number 28, be resilient. I told Leah that I wouldn't mention COVID-19, but it is hard to ignore. You're all in the middle of it. Your freshman year was cut short. Nobody knew what to do. Then the pod idea came along. In these pod rooms is where I met most of you for the first time. A trope in school is that kids sit in a boring classroom all day long. But those of us in schools know there's actually a lot of moving around throughout the day. Yet, in 2020, you all literally sat in a classroom all day. Sure, there were pranks, like the milk in the ceiling tiles upstairs, something that most certainly would not have happened downstairs Team D. But you took that unknown, challenging, scary time and turned it into a moment of high-level achievement, growth, and happiness. You taught not only me, but everyone here today about resilience in the face of the unknown. You made it out of COVID uncertainty with the tools to take on the next uncertain moment in life. Lesson number 29 is practice gratitude. It's important to recognize that you can't be resilient in a vacuum. So many people along the way have impacted your life. Sometimes it's abundantly clear, like a teacher who spent additional time one-on-one with you, or a friend that bought you lunch when you forgot your wallet. Other times it's less clear, like the folks that clean the floors or mow the fields. Be gracious. Write down your gratitudes. Share them with the people that you love. There are few better feelings than hearing the things that people, especially your peers, admire about you. Sometimes a small passing compliment can brighten the day for someone and then reverberate throughout a community. The class of 23 has so much to be grateful for, and I know we are all grateful for you. And lesson 30, be disciplined. Whether it was in the classroom, in the theater, or in the music room, maybe the 7-on-7 football year, you followed the guidance. Emerging from that, you achieved an incredible amount. One does not achieve great things without doing the work. And when it came down to it, you got the job done, showing lesson number 31 to be true. It will be a bumpy road. Although you've all gotten here to graduation, there were bumps along the way. Some challenges were existential, others were seemingly small, but working through obstacles is an essential part of life. And when you hit some of these roadblocks, you will fail. Failure is all part of the journey. Sometimes Bear Grylls builds a shelter that isn't waterproof. But how you emerge from that failure is what's key. I often say to kids, good job fixing it. And I mean that. It's not that you landed poorly, it's that you got back up. Which brings me to lesson number 32, something I learned this past fall. Winning isn't everything, as long as you beat Spalding. Congratulations to the class of 2023.
All right, thank you, Kevin. At this time, I would like to introduce Flor Diaz-Smith, who is our district board chair, to present our Gahagan Award.
Good evening. Buenas noches. It's an honor to be standing here with you on behalf of your school board. I want to start by congratulating all of the graduates. Felicidades. Thank you for all you have shared and taught us while at U32. Thank you for always sorry, I get a little nervous like everybody else, but your U32 family will always be here for you. Now, go on into the world to collaborate with others, to build bridges of understanding, and most importantly, shine your light and build the world that you want to see. Whether you're taking a gap year, going to college, starting a job, or that next step that you're taking in life, know that we're proud of you. Today, we celebrate you, and we can't wait what you do and make of this beautiful life. I would also like to thank our administrators, our teachers from U32 and the Career Center for loving and teaching you all. Now, into the Gahagan Award. The Gahagan Award was created in 2000 in honor of Jackie Gahagan, who was a teacher and an associate principal of U32 from 1971 when the doors first opened until 2000. Jackie believed that this school called on its students to be caring, involved people, willing to contribute to the betterment of the school by supporting and reaching out to others while developing their own personal sense of self. We present this Gahagan Award each year to that graduating senior who best exemplifies the true spirit and soul of U32. Each year, the actual Gahagan Award, a gift to the recipient, varies. Intended to be a very special gift that also recognizes the extraordinary talent of a U32 student, the award itself is a piece of art created by a U32 student, artist, or woodworker. I would like to invite Alice Leperel to join me. Alice Leperel, class of 2023, has been known to U32 since 7th grade. When she walked into art class enthusiastically about making and learning, she spent her time in the art wing asking questions on how to make her work better and took her time to painstakingly, it took time to remove the art from her in order to show it off. By her 9th grade, Alice fell victim to the potter's itch. She joined the pottery one class and placed all of her perfectionist energy into her pots. COVID got in the way of her sophomore year progress, but she jumped back into the junior year like no time had passed. She spent hours on the wheel, time outside of the class, centering over and over again until she could get it just right. She moved back to hand building after much time on the wheel, discovering the texture and the artist's hand and the imprint in clay with beauty and originality. She shifted aside the idea of perfection and faced head-on the excitement of progress and the visual joy of mistakes. Allison's determination and creativity in the art gained her the Process and Product Award this year, and we're certain that she will only continue being rewarded for her strong-willed artist attitude as well as her kind heart. While Allison's artwork and artist experience is one of her greatest assets, like most artists, she has so much more to give. The art studio is not just a place of creation for her, but also a space of community and connection. Back in 7th grade, Allison spent a good bit of her time coaxing her peers in the process, providing positive reinforcement, navigating problems with them, and simply making them laugh. When all of the illnesses in the world hit home for her pottery teacher during her senior year, Allison stepped up and assisted substitutes in teaching students how to operate a potter wheel safely and effectively. She checked in regularly with people, sharing the studio, providing compliments or answers to many questions that appear while working with the clay. She's a teacher at heart, a guide and a support to others. She's a listener, a calm force, providing space without judgment, and will be successful in whatever she decides to do. Because of Allison's care for her community, it was not surprising that she very willingly agreed to bestow this piece of pottery onto her classmates. The recipient of the 2023 Gahagan Award, Allison, thank you for all you have done for your school and your peers. We will miss you very much. And this is her ball. Yeah. Now, it's a pleasure and my honor to award the 2023 Geoghegan Award to Peter Louis Chaffee. Oh. No, just say it. I will begin with some individual comments about Peter from those who know him. Peter is a reliably present person. He comes to TA and participates. He attends class and participates. He attends sport games and leads cheers. He does not need to be the center of attention, but he wants to bring people together. He has a competitive side, but doesn't need to win. Peter is a bridge between communities. It's his leadership that has made his class so bonded as a whole and not an individual group. He gives back to his community. Peter and Sarge have been running a summer camp in Maple Corner since at least 9th grade. Peter goes hard on everything he does, whether he's playing baseball, leading pep squad, or leading students in cheering. Peter is fearless and takes on anything always with a positive attitude and a smile. Everyone knows and likes Peter. If you ask who has the most school spirit, everyone will always say, Peter. Peter made it cool to love U-32. From the mullet to the mustache, Peter Chaffee is an extraordinary human, one that presents U-32 as a whole, and an athlete, a learner, a spirit leader. Peter puts his whole heart into everything he does. We wish you the best of luck as you head on to Siena College next year. Congratulations, Peter. You're truly. That's it.
All right. At this time, I would like to invite Kari Bradley, WCUSD board member, and Megan Roy, WCUUSD superintendent, to the stage. This year, Avery Noss and Kara Richardson will read the names of the students reading their diplomas. And so we are going to invite them up to get theirs.
I'd like to welcome Teacher Advisor David Bezos to the stage. Dylan Davis. I'd like to welcome Teacher Advisor Alden Bird to the stage. L. Bazazaro. Cross Garibaldi. And joining Cross on stage is Mom Lisa Garibaldi, EMES kindergarten teacher. Caleb Christopher Green. Avery Elizabeth Noss. Phineas James Lowe. Jane O. Miller Arsenault. Caitlin Elizabeth Moyer. Megan Anyabene, and joining Megan on stage is Mom Sue Anyabene, U-32 special educator. Thelonious Orion Rudy Shores.
Please welcome board member Jonathan Goddard to the stage. I'd like to welcome teacher advisor Mary Bove to the stage. Should we do it at the same time? J. Benjamin M. Bourgeois. Addie Kate Budliger. Maya Elliott. Jasper Lorian. Donovan Albert Noyes. Daniel Eugene Olson. Shane M. Starr. Nora Olivia Wilcox.
I'd like to welcome teacher advisor George Cook to the stage. Peter A. Bongiovanni. Asher Atticus Canty. Julia Elizabeth Fortin. Kai Lutz. Cadence Marie Maury. Jasmine Alexis Sumner. Camden Tatro. Chandler Westcombe. Oscar V. Young.
Please welcome board member Ursula Stanley to the stage. I'd like to welcome teacher advisor Ellen Cook to the stage. James Edward Driscoll. Leah Andorra Emmons. Alexander Michael Keene. Allison Louise LaPearl. Logan R. McManus Brown. Olivia Louise Moran. Joseph Pierce. Cheryl Renz. Lance J. Starr.
I'd like to welcome Teacher Advisor Brian Divelbus to the stage. Cody Lionel Bolduc. Sergeant Elmer Burns. Caroline Flynn. Dylan Michael Hinchliff. Skylar Owen Lepre. Sean Patrick Marshall. Ruby Jane Prue. Brendan Tyler Tedeschi.
Please welcome Chair of the Board, Flor Diaz-Smith, to the stage. I'd like to welcome Teacher Advisor Christine Fitch to the stage. Jasmine Lemieux. I'd like to welcome Teacher Advisor Bonnie Gadapi to the stage. Abigail Susan DeRoja. Dylan M. Hood. Henry S. Kalsuka. Elise Rose Kelly.
I get so stressed.
Otis Cass Barnett Loga. Hayden Price. Honora Joan Sylvester. Jack Thompson. Logan Alexander Wood.
Please welcome board member Diane Nichols Fleming to the stage. I'd like to welcome teacher advisor Barrett Jones to the stage. That would have been good to know. Keenan M. Alger. Oh, I didn't know about that. Arabella Evelyn Clark.
Let's just get him back there.
Tucker Martin Collins.
Board member Chris McVeigh is not here.
Okay.
Both of my board members aren't here.
Garrett Andrew Cruikshank. Hannah Catherine Fair. Braden Hull. Ty S. Rossmassler. Hutch Robert Warren.
I'd like to welcome teacher advisor Drew Junkins to the stage. Michael Raymond Abbott. Jared Dodge. Mateo J.E. Doris. Emily Ray Goslin. Jasmine Gruen. Aiden Keith Lawrence. Nolan Peter Lyford. And joining Nolan on stage is mom Alicia Lyford, East Montpelier Elementary School principal. Emily Renee Mungin. Kara Eve Richardson. Marissa Jane Rossi. Grady J. Smith. Hazen Mark Fielding Stouffer.
I'd like to welcome teacher advisor Julie Kiefer and former teacher advisor Paula Crossett and Katie Stanley to the stage. Ella Faith Douse. Kaylin Marie Hayward. Blakely Elizabeth Hoffman. Caitlin McGinley. Cameron B. Morway. Maria Stefani. Quinn Taylor. Gavin Christopher Wilder. Alexander D. Zom.
I'd like to welcome teacher advisor Erin Mooney to the stage. Peter Louis Chaffee. Jen Maylee Clayton. Callum C. Davis. Seamus Patrick Justice Judge. Andrea Manchester. Thomas McCarthy Mangieri. Shay Silvers. Dylan Scott Small. Celia E. Teachout. Rome J. Wild.
Please welcome board member Lindy Johnson to the stage. I'd like to welcome teacher advisor Steve Sheeler to the stage. Andrew M. Baker. Caitlin Swayze Fielder. Ambiana Snow Glavin. Chris Michael Goldstein Purdue. Cole Hayes. Keegan Lee Lampson. Duncan Matthews. Finnegan Patrick O'Donnell. Katiana Marie Stryker. Tegan Elizabeth Von Kuhlen.
Please welcome board member Daniel Keeney to the stage. I'd like to welcome teacher advisor Aaron Weiselmersky to the stage. Wilder Brown, and joining Wilder on stage is Dad, Randy Brown, U-32 physics and computer science teacher. Wyatt Brown. Emily Teresa Cook. Colby Thomas Frostick. Riley Odelia Hollister. Alexander Jensen. Emma Elizabeth Law. Louis Alberto Martinez III. Alexander J. Moore. Catherine R. Riley. Matthias Cole Wheeler. I'd like to welcome teacher advisor John Boyd and Kelly Bushy to the stage. Tyree 11th Boardman. Bradley Mackenzie David.
What a fantastic crew of kids. I know that I'm going to miss you. And I want to thank all of you for coming out tonight to celebrate, because I can now confirm that the class of 2023 has met the graduation requirements of U-32 and are ready to take on the world. So at this time, graduates are going to stand. You can move those tassels, and it's time to celebrate. Congratulations to the U-32 class of 2023. We're going to now join them in their recessional, so lead them out. All right, so kids, this is where you get to march out. I don't know that we practiced the march out from the gym. There we go. Everyone for coming tonight. please have a safe drive home. Congratulations to the class of 2023. I think they're jammed in the hallway at this point.